Welcome back to Crafters TV for our third live hour of the day, not second, third live hour of the day. And it is our weekend wonder where we're going to kick things off in style with a fabulous deal on some fabulous dyes that I absolutely love. So welcome back. What did you get up to in your last hour? Did you enjoy the creative challenge or did you get up to something? Have you been for dinner? Did you go and have a drink or did you go and sit out in the sunshine? Me and Deb sat in the green room. We had a nice little bit of dinner and talked all things TikTok and hair. We did indeed. Nice little girly chat we did. We never get a chance to do this because if you're looking now thinking, well, where's Ben? Well, Ben is probably right now in Scarborough. And he'll be getting ready for a James Arthur night with Dad and daughter day because he's with his lovely daughter Daisy and they're going to watch James Arthur tonight. And I am very green with envy, I won't lie. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. I'm just a little bit green with envy because I absolutely love James Arthur. But welcome back. It's lovely to have you back. We've got in the gallery still the same crew. Oh no, we've had a change. We've got producer Johnny, our big pops, he's there, still looking after things, or Crafters TV. Bet in the other hot seat, or the sidekick, and Jamie was really offended when I said sidekick earlier, so I'm so sorry. James, I'm going to say it again. Johnny's sidekick, and the man with all the buttons that's going to do all the pressing of the close-ups and everything else, and usually in the library and running around everywhere. It's our lovely James. Our lovely James is with us. And over on the social media side of things, we've got lovely Jan. Now, Rachel hasn't gone. I've just found out Rachel hasn't gone. She's just hiding because it is Rachel's last day. But Jan is in charge of all things social. So get your comments in. We're live and interactive. Make sure you ask those questions if you want to ask anything crafty related. I mean, you can ask a personal question or two if you want. It depends whether we want to answer it. But anything craft related, you're more than welcome to put forward and Jan will send them into the studio. Let us know that you're watching. What is it that you're doing this Friday afternoon? Here in the UK, I know it's still the morning over on for our stateside friends. Bet joining me today. And yes, I've already told you because we've been having a little chinwag and I've really enjoyed it. Although I can't see the star guest. Has disappeared out of my view, who's been loving and lapping up all the attention that he's been rightly so getting. It is, of course, the very wonderful, the very talented, my gorgeous friend who I love dearly, the lovely Debbie Fisher with special guest Teddy.
Oh, thank you, Debbie. Yeah, Teddy's actually under the counter.
Is that where he is?
He literally climbs in right underneath.
Oh, does he?
Come and have a look. He's literally under there. It's so funny. He literally goes right under at the back and then yeah, I think it's because it's nice and cool. So he likes the hard flooring and then he just goes straight under the counter.
Oh, it's me, Teddy, it's me. Oh, bless him. I've disturbed him now. Look how he's hiding under that counter. That is sweet. Little love. I'm so sorry, Teddy. I'm so sorry. I'll leave you be. You go and get yourself cooled down. And Debs can just tell us what we're going to be doing on our weekend wonder.
I'm really excited about this one. I'm glad we're doing a weekend wonder. So you're going to be able to see it all over the weekend. We're going to be replaying the shows if you don't catch it today or you've got to run off anywhere. Because these creator card dyes are absolutely gorgeous. And we're going to show you the samples in just a second. And then we're going to do at least 2 demos in this hour.
I absolutely love creator card dyes. Can't wait to see what Debbie is doing. And if you did catch that earlier show when she did a bit of eating bossing, absolutely beautiful project that she did earlier. Now, we have got, it's the 3rd of July here in the UK, which of course for our stateside friends, it's a very special day tomorrow. It's the 4th of July, and so we are going to do some summit celebrations, July 4th celebrations, where you actually gain from that, and that's not just our stateside friends. And I will tell you, we've had an incredibly busy day so far. Really, really busy. Me and Johnny were having a little chinwag while we were over a bit of school cake, and yes, so busy because we're giving away some extra points. Bonus points for anybody spending £40 here in the UK or $50 over stateside. You will get an addition free 250 bonus points added to your account, which makes a difference. And you only have to ask Alison Mason, who is now platinum for life, from her points that she's received during this fabulous event. It is only running up until the end of play on Sunday, so just make sure if you do want to purchase anything, it has to be £40 or $50 to get that additional added point extra 250 points added to your account. And like I said, it can be that difference between bronze to silver, silver to gold, gold to platinum, platinum to platinum for life. So just take advantage whilst you can and do a little bit of Alison. She went round just getting little bits to take her up to that £40 mark, bits that she just wanted to add in. Rather than thinking about collections, she just was a little bit of a savvy crafter shopper, which is what I love. And yes, I think Alison is watching, so we'll come back to those comments in a second. Right, what is the weekend wonder, I hear you ask? Well, Debs has told you it's those gorgeous background creator card dies. I'm going to very quickly go through the boards. Deb's going to show you some samples, then we'll do a few comments, and then we'll crack on with a demo. Now, the tiles creator card die is beautiful. Comes in 2 pieces. It does exactly what it says on the tin. It can create a card in an instant, whether you're doing these into your card fronts, whether you're using them as panels into the backgrounds, whether you're chopping up into them, whether you're popping them into gift boxes, lanterns, whatever it is that you want to do, they are stunning. This was the one that I wanted. You may recognise it. It was a stencil form. I didn't want just a stencil, I wanted a die. And thankfully, Leanne did listen to me harping on, and I do Twitter on when I want something. We got them. We've got them in a lovely die form. So that is your hearts. Cascading hearts is absolutely beautiful. The waves, as Debbie said, one of her favourites, where you could use that as waves. Lots of other things you could do with it as well. I see hair every time I look at that. Lovely long flowing locks when I look at that. But it could be anything. That looks like an animal print, to be honest. It's got a bit of an animal kind of print to it. So lots of things that you can do with that one. The floral creator card is the one that Deb's used. It is beautiful, all that intricate detail. It's like Deb said, how on earth have we got a die that looks like we've plonked a flower in the middle of a background flower? Especially when you come into these little laser cut pieces. You can see the difference between the thick to the thin. Absolutely gorgeous, and you can create some beautiful projects with that. My favourite, the animal print. I do love an animal print. I don't know what gives it away, but I do love an animal print, and that's one of my favourite ones. I absolutely love that. And again, think of all that. So we call them the background pieces. They can be focal, they can be background. You can chop into them. You can use them in absolutely any kind of project you want. Lots of capability and creativity that you can do with them. And Debbie's going to show you some of that with some of our amazing samples.
Yeah, absolutely. Look how beautiful these samples are. They are gorgeous, and you'll find many, many different ways that you can do them as well. Now, what I really love about this one is that this could be one that's cut straight into the card, but it's cut on a wonk, and I really like that because it just makes it a little bit more quirky. It does look like the sea in this one. Use all your different ocean sort of embellishments that you've got, and it's going to look amazing. Really love this one because it's very clever. Paper piecing back in, but using your 3D glue gel to give it some construction really, and just make it look 3D. These petals look absolutely incredible, and they've been hand coloured as well. Obviously that was from our amazing Nicole Breverick, which is incredible. I love the simplicity of this card because it doesn't look simple at all, but actually it is a really simple one to do. Just doing a really striking watercolour or background with your ink pads, and then just putting that die cut with gold on it, and it looks just sensational. I really love this tile. I think this is my favourite. I think it's absolutely stunning, and the fact that you can do so much with it, the snippability of this is incredible. Could also be used for Christmas because I think these little embellishments on the centres look like snowflakes as well, so I love that one. And then this is the card we made earlier where we stenciled through, done a little bit of heat embossing so you can see that shine, and then on the inside was able to use that to create a second panel, sorry. So we've got a bit of a twofer going on there. So absolutely amazing creator cards.
Absolutely, and you can see the deal at the side of the screen. Estate side, $89.99 if you're not in the club, $71.99 if you are Club Platinum. Is it just a UK? Oh no, thank you, both here and in the US. In the UK, $69.99. Take your Club Platinum membership level off, and that takes it right down to £55.99, which I think is an incredible price for some dies that are so usable across so many different collections, and not just things we do here at Crafters Companion. Think of all the other things you might have in your crafty stash that you could be using them with. Right, we have got a few people joining us. Alison Mason, talking of Alison, here she is, the cake lady. Hi again, Debbie and Debbie. Little wave there. Carol Byrne, Crafters Companion, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you too, Carol. Carol, I hope you're all right. I hope the shoulder's keeping all right as well. Finally, Debs, finally, didn't I? Finally got
absolutely.
the appointments come through to see my surgeon. Finally. Oh, it's only taken wait a minute, what month are we in? 7th month. It's only taken a good 6 months to get that. But I'll take it. I will take it. Which reminds me, Johnny, I need to have a word with you after the show. Just thought I'd just tell you that a little bit there. Angelia is in. She says, hi, hello, Debbie and the CTV community. Finally home from work and getting a chance to watch some wonderful craftiness. Hope you're keeping well, lovely lady. Sending a big hug across the pond to you. Paul Print 4x4 says, hi, I double D's. Every time I see that, it does make me laugh. Hi, the double D's and a woof from Oscar to Teddy. I like that. I like
back
that.
to Oscar.
Aww. Karen Bernhardt says, good morning from a hot and humid Hampton Roads in Virginia. And Alison said she's watching while sorting the stuff out in 3 lots of Store It All sets. They hold a lot. Yes, they do. And we had them on at a great deal the other week. So I think Alison might have taken advantage there when we did. Sarah Thompson on YouTube, she says, hello everyone again. And Carol said, Debbie and Debbie, can I just say, I'm always amazed at you be able... always amazed that we're able to craft with our lovely nails. Why, thank you, Carol. Mine are a little bit too long. When I had these new ones put on, I hadn't realised how long they were. So I've been struggling a bit, but I'm going for them infill next week, and I'm going to ask her to chop a little bit off.
Do you have acrylic nails, Debbie?
I have acrylic nails,
Oh,
yes.
okay. So
Yeah.
mine are my own nails, so I just have gels put on top of them to make them stronger to grow. So actually, so I would not be able to craft with acrylic nails, so you do very well doing that, because I can't feel anything with acrylic nails, but because these are my own nails, I can feel picking up things. So,
yeah, it's a bit weird, but to be fair, I've had them for like, so how old's Tasha? 28, over 28 years I've had nails.
Right.
So it becomes part of you, doesn't it? It's just that sometimes they can get a little bit on the long side, and these, I feel like I'm catching things. But thank you, Carol, for the lovely comments, because we do like a good set of nails here, don't we, Debs?
Definitely.
And then we've got Sheila Sloggy on YouTube. She said, double trouble, good afternoon, and to everyone else too. What do you mean, Sheila?
We've never been called that. I like that.
We've never been called double trouble. I mean, I've no idea what you mean. We've been really good, really professional. I'm quite proud of me and Debs.
Don't speak too soon. We've still got a couple more shows.
That is true. We've still got another 2 hours live to do, haven't we? Sean Markham on YouTube says, hello, it's Cherry from Conroe, Texas. Finally get to see a live show. Well, welcome, my lovely Cherry, welcome. Is it Cherry or Sherry? Because sometimes you can pronounce that name. Yeah. It's spelt as in cherry. Yes. But I know Sherry can be the pronunciation, can't it? So you'll have to let us know. And Mary Shaw on YouTube says, hi everyone again. Right, shall we get cracking? Because I can't wait to see what you've got up your sleeve, Debs.
Yes.
Let's throw over to you, my lovely.
Absolutely. So we've got to use the animal print, haven't we? So, and the reason I wanted to use this one is because this is the one that has the most amount of space in there. And the reason I want to do that, because I want to create a shaker card. So if you're using, so if I bring this in to show you this one, this would be okay for a shaker card because you've got lots of space. This one probably has the most space. That, you wouldn't see your shaker parts very much. And this one, I mean, that hides a little bit of them. So depending on what you use, and also the tile one doesn't hardly have any see-through bits as well. So I like this one because you can cut it through. So at the side of me, I've created a diorama card. Now, I've done this one to 11 1/4. 11 3/4 should I say, by 7. I've done 2 pieces, and then I've scored at 1 1/8 of an inch and 2 2/8 of an inch on each side, and then I've done the same on the opposite side. So this is going to create my diorama card. Now I've done it as a bigger one because I want to put a shaker element on the inside, and then I've used those beautiful Lunar Moon papers as well, which are absolutely stunning. So I'm going to use this one on the outside, and then I've got one for the inside. Now the great thing about these, because you've got double-sided, the papers are going to match, but you've got a more muted side. So when we're looking through, those papers are going to shine through onto that piece. So we've cut those to that size, which is going to go on the inside. Now this one though, I want to create a frame. So the first thing we're going to do is to place this where we want it onto here. Then I'm going to use the outside cutting edge. Now I wanted quite a big outside frame. You could do this to the size of the card, but I wanted to have that beautiful border. So all I'm going to do is bring in my low tack tape. Now, because we've got pearlized card, this is not going to attach itself too much to the actual design. So we're just going to place this straight on to our cardstock. So I'm just roughly seeing where that center point is. I'm just looking at all angles. Doesn't matter if it's a little bit wonky or not completely right in the center. If you want to, you can mark it, but I never worry about that, Debbie. I don't know about you.
No, no.
So
I loved, you know, I hadn't done a diorama card for ages.
Oh, I love
Just
a
seeing this,
diorama.
I used to do them ever such a lot because I do love I like the theatre cards, you know, the theatre style ones.
Yes.
It's been ages since I've done one, so I'm looking forward to seeing how this one turns out.
Yeah, I do love a diorama. I'm a bit the same though. I tend to sort of stick to things that I like and then do those for ages and then think, oh, I better change it up a bit and do something different. So I thought because of all the different concepts that you can do with these cards, a diorama card really lends itself to it and then allows you to have that see-through bit in the middle. Now, depending on how thick or how big you want the dimensions inside, you could do it so your inside, you could fit a tea light inside, and then that way you could light it up as well. So you not only have a shaker card, but you'd have a tea light. So you could use it as a home decor piece as well. So that is going to take out that middle section completely, which is perfect. And then you'll see that when we place this back onto here, we're going to stick this into our center. We've got our center point already done. So when then we come to putting this one in, this is just going to fit beautifully on the inside like so. So we're going to stick this down. I'm going to stick all my pieces in place. And I've also got my strips as well. So these strips are just going to go onto the sides like so. Now there's probably a way where they match up, but I'm not going to worry.
I actually thought that looked like it were flowing, Deb.
I think those two go there, and then we'll just do, let's have a look. Let's do, that will do. That will do. So let's stick all those ones into place. So I'm just going to use my tape pen for quickness, but if you want to use a wet glue just so you've got a bit of extra. Oh, it's not coming out.
Jean Marie Penny says, double diamond fits better, ladies. I like that, double diamonds. Yeah, we're double diamonds, aren't we? Not double trouble.
I've not heard that one before. That's
double
nice.
Diamonds.
Double diamonds.
I like that, Jean Marie.
Take that.
Oh, it's Sean Markham on YouTube, cherry like the fruit. So it is cherry. It's a gorgeous name.
It is lovely.
Lovely
Cherry's a
name.
lovely name, yes.
It's a beautiful name. Stephanie Theodos is in the building. Good morning, Debbie, Jan, CTV and everyone from Farmingdale, New Jersey. It felt like 113 Fahrenheit yesterday. More of the same today.
Wow, so hot,
That is hot, hot, hot. And Carol Garwood Beard says, good morning, Debbie and Miss Jan.
Yeah, I don't know how, I mean, I love the heat, Debbie, and I think you're the same.
I do.
But when it's so hot, especially if you've got to work and you just don't know what to do with yourself.
Exactly.
I don't cope then very well like that because you're just like, oh. And not that I want it to be cold, because I absolutely don't, because I really love the heat. And in fact, I think I could easily retire in the sunshine somewhere. But when it gets to like just heat where it's not comfortable, that's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's what it's been like, hasn't it, over here in the UK? Uncomfortable
It has,
heat.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm very gently popping this down into place, just making sure I'm leaving enough room. I think I've done that the wrong way. Let's do that way. That looks better. So just making sure I've got roughly the same amount of white space. Now, if you're a little bit sort of shaky or don't feel like you'll get it into the right position, just use your wet glue and then that way you can reposition it. But if you're careful with your tape pen and just lower it down into place, even if it tacks a little bit, you'll still be able to move that if it's not in the right place. And actually mine is just years of practice. It doesn't mean that I do it right every time, but it is just years of practice to find its right spot. So let's just pop these ones
Karen
on.
Hughes on YouTube says, good afternoon, Debbie, Jan and all. Hope Rachel enjoys her new job. Placed 2 orders this morning. Fill it back to normal so I have time to watch CC. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. You have to let us know what you've been buying, Karen. Because I'm nosy like that, Debs. I love to see what people have been buying.
Yeah, I'm nosy like that as well. Yeah,
I
let
know
us
Johnny can actually, I'm sure, Johnny, you can do things like that, can't you? You can look at what people have been buying. I thought so. I remember when I used to work in store, we could see what people had purchased.
Always watching.
Always. Is that what do they say? It's that little old lady, isn't it, in Toys, Monsters Inc.
That's it, Monsters Inc. Always watching. Mike Wazowski.
That's it, Mike Wazowski, yeah.
Right, so once we've got all that in place, we're then just going to place our die on the inside. And
You're brave again, Debs.
You what, sorry?
You're brave again. Again, I would be panicking doing it this way around.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, I do it all the time. Yeah, I do it all the time. I'm never worried because I always think if
It's a bit of card.
like goes wrong, you just a piece of card.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. It's
Although already looking beautiful with those papers. Forget how gorgeous those papers are. Was that the Luna Bloom one?
Yes, no, it's the Lunar Blooms.
Yes.
Yes,
yeah.
the Lunar Blooms. And only because we had them on yesterday, and you do forget, it's not until you see them again, and they were on a ridiculous offer yesterday.
Were they?
We had a cartload, so some really crazy deals on cartload. In fact, I think there was one lady that shopped the whole of cartload and got everything.
Wow.
So that's when you get the deals, isn't it? That's for sure. Yeah, and then I thought, oh, that would look nice with these dies. So just taking that away very gently. Look at that.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I mean, it's just beautiful. You cannot go wrong with Create a Card dies. No matter how you do them, what you cut them into, they are so absolutely stunning and cut like an absolute dream. So let's just clear up all of those pieces. Like so, and then this piece will then go on top, so we've got this bit that's going through the inside. So what we're going to do now, we're actually just going to leave it white, and even though we've done an animal print, it doesn't need to represent anything, but I actually think almost looks like it's in the jungle because of all the flowers that are going on in here, which is quite nice. So it shows you how versatile your pages can be as well. So all I'm going to do here, now I've already done my shaker card element. So when you're making a shaker card, I've just used 2 pieces of acetate and I've cut them to just under 6 inches, and then I've put my foam tape on one piece and then stuck my sequins in and put the other piece of acetate in, and then I've just put some red liner tape on the back. So I've made this whole see-through panel rather than make a panel to go on the back, because then this one will just sit on the inside of our shaker element to look through. So all we're going to do now is take off that red liner tape. Now I've already burnished it down, so what I would say is pop your red liner tape on before you stick it together, because then you can use your tool to really burnish it down, and then it comes off really easy.
That's gorgeous. I love those colours.
So actually, I didn't know if we had any sequins, and I went in the back and said, James, have you got any sequins? He said, funny enough, he said, I rescued some the other day and I've kept them on the shelf.
Good for you, James, good for you. He's been rescuing us all sorts.
He's very good, isn't he? I know, he's very good,
He thinks like a crafter, does James.
He does
thinks like a
crafter. Well, I think he is a crafter. Have you seen him craft?
No.
Well, not only does James craft, like he made his mum was it a Mother's Day card, James? Yeah. He also does all the little drawings on the box. Have you not seen them?
No.
So on all the sample boxes, he puts little drawings on the box so you know exactly what it is.
That?
Yes, very good. Very talented, our James. Look at that, I love that. So you've got that beautiful shaker panel going on, and then we're just going to stick these into place. Now, because these are identical, you just need to pop these together like so and stick these last 2 panels together, none of the others, but we're going to pop this one on first. So let's just use this. I think we're coming to the end of our tape pen, so I'm going to switch to my glue, and then when we have a bit of a break, I will put some a new one in. So just going to use a little bit of our tacky glue onto the edges.
You love that glue bottle, don't you?
I love it so much. Honestly, it's just perfect. I mean, my little glue sort of thing that I made has now become redundant.
Yeah, because I managed to get one of the bottles. Well, do you remember we were in America?
Yep.
We had a few left over that were like empty.
Oh, okay,
And
yes.
so we gave them all to the ladies and I took one.
Yes.
And I filled it up with tacky glue when I got home.
Absolutely. Yeah. They're perfect.
Yeah, it's
They're
just
so
brilliant.
good.
I love it.
Yeah, they're absolutely brilliant. They put just the right amount of tacky glue because a lot of people, they say tacky glue doesn't work for them. But it's because you use too much.
Yes,
Less is more
yeah.
with tacky glue.
Yeah.
So the little that you use, it sticks. I mean, that is not going to come apart now. That's completely stuck. But the little you use, the more tacky it becomes quicker because you ideally should use tacky glue for, or leave tacky glue, should I say, for about 30 seconds to a minute. And what happens then is it evaporates and then it allows it to be a little bit more tacky and you get a better stick. So if you've got too much tacky glue, it's just going to slide about and take a lot longer to dry. But if you hold it in place, it will eventually dry, but less is more with tacky glue, that's for sure. So we're just going to lay this one onto the side. Because I've put tacky glue, I can manoeuvre that about there. Then I'm going to hold that down while I go across to the other side, and then that will fit perfectly, just a little bit out there. So I'm going to wiggle that up to that point. And then I'm just going to turn that over because I do, you know, I like to just burnish down. So even when you're using tacky glue, just burnish that down to make sure you've got a complete stick. And then on the other side.
I have noticed you use your burnish them. I use it with my fingers.
Oh, okay.
So I do like, or sometimes if I'm at home, I use little pegs, just sometimes just to hold it. If depending on what needs to be used and how long it needs to stay stuck. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've always watched you and I've always seen that you do it with the burnishing stick.
Yeah, I always burnish everything. That is my thing. And then all I've got to finish off, I've just had a few little flowers in my stash that we're just going to finish with. And I'm going to use my 3D glue gel and we're just going to stick these into place. So let's pop one there. And actually I do have a just for you, and this was from the Midnight Floral. So this was the one that was on yesterday. So I'm going to pop this onto here as well, like so. And then just add those little pieces of glue underneath to keep that 3D element for a really pretty card. And then these ones will just stick into that glue underneath. Let's just pop that like so. I think I've got one, had one more, yep, there it is. I'll just place that at the bottom there. And there we go, we've got a really pretty card, but with that gorgeous shaker element and just a little bit different using the animal print. There we go.
That is gorgeous, Debs. Absolutely beautiful. Sometimes the more simplistic things, though, make them look, but just by adding that acetate background, you know, with a shaker element in,
yes,
has really elevated it. It's absolutely
and you don't
beautiful.
have to do that either, Debbie. These, I mean, are ideas that we do on a card, but if you was to take the shaker element away, you've just got a really pretty see-through background underneath, which looks lovely. You could even use vellums as well. Vellums are going to look lovely, so I do like the look of vellums when you look through a Create a Card. Or you might just want to ink the actual Create a Card like we did earlier in the earlier show on Crafters Connect. So lots of different things that you can do with them.
Absolutely. So just to recap, the Weekend Wonder, the Create a Card background dies, you are going to get all of these. So for the price that you've seen on the screen of £69.99 or £55.99 for the Club Platinum price, you are going to get all of these. That is your US price. The lowest there is $71.99. You've got the gorgeous florals. You've got that leopard print that our Debs has just used, or the animal print. You have that fabulous waves that can be used in many different ways. One of Debbie's favourites is the tiles, and then lastly you've got those cascading hearts as well. So all of those dies coming to you today for those prices that you've just seen on the screen. Weekend Wonder only. This show will be repeated throughout the weekend, but yes, you are grab them whilst you can because they are the best ever price, Johnny. Best ever price. Now we've had a few comments. We've had Stephanie Theodos. She says, woohoo, hubby's happy. She said the new garage doors have arrived with the team to install them. Always good when the hubby's happy, because that means you can get crafty and start spending your pennies. And, you know, happy wife, happy life. That's the motto, isn't it? Fred on YouTube says, hello and happy Friday. I was busy shopping the site. You guys are killing me with the sale items. You shop away, Fred, because they are fabulous, fabulous deals that are on there. Karen Hughes on YouTube says, I need to do a card for my craft pal, and my sister-in-law's birthday is on the 8th. Debbie, I got lots of bargains too, many to mention. Pat, hi Pat, she said, sorry I'm a little late, but a big hello to the Super TV stars, the Double Ds and everyone from a very hot New Jersey. Angelia says, it's such a pretty card, Debbie. Stephanie Theodos, beautiful card, Debbie. And Pat says, beautiful card always. Love the design of the card. And guess who's in the building?
Is Owen?
Of course he is.
Can you ask him if he's
How did you know that?
Can you ask him if he's found my phone? Because I've lost my phone.
You've lost your phone?
Yeah, don't know where it is, so I'm assuming I left it at the house.
Al, hello. Mwah. Much love, hope to get to see you later for a big squeeze. Is Debbie's phone in the house somewhere? Go and have a little, she'll probably doing a TikTok somewhere in the house, so go and have a little look and have a search around for it, because she's lost the phone. And I know what it's like when you lose a phone. It's awful. You feel like you've lost your arm when you've lost it, when you lose that phone. But he says, afternoon, Debbie and Debbie, how is Teddy getting on?
Yeah, he's sound asleep. Oh, he was there. Where's he gone? Oh, look, he's over in the corner under the chair.
Is he? Oh my God, that boy is
He's
the
literally under the little pit. Oh,
cutest.
that way. He's under the pink chair, so you can't see him, but he literally is under the pink chair.
And he's been a really good boy, Daddy. He's been a really good boy.
He's so
He's
good.
well behaved. He can come. We've decided is officially the CTV dog.
We were talking about dogs yesterday and names that we could name them. So we thought if we have a studio dog, we call him Guillotine.
Ah. You're comic. No, we're having Teddy. We're adopting him. That's what we're doing. We're adopting him also. Sorry, you're not taking him back. He's staying up here. Right. I'm only kidding. I am only kidding. Right, we're going to have a little short break. We're going to come back with some more deals, some more demos. But here is a few little reasons why you guys love All Things Crafters Companion and Crafters TV. See you on the other side.
Hello, my name is Kimberly, and I love Crafters TV because I was new to paper crafting, but Crafters TV, with all of their shows and programming and the staff being so supportive, it really gave me confidence, and I've come so far in my paper crafting experience, and I just love it.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Bruce. I'm from Collierville, Tennessee. I like Crafters Companion because of this customer service and because they make such excellent product and they always expect it to be the best quality. And I like the customer service. If something goes wrong, and they take care of it. So, but of course I love the TV part too, so that I can get more instruction.
Welcome back to Crafters TV. Love those little testimonials, and my lovely little Smiler was on there. She had the most amazing smile, the most amazing energy, just loved it. I want to go back. I want to go back. Can we
Well,
go
hopefully
back?
we will. Hopefully
Fingers
we will.
crossed, the plan. There is a plan in place. I'll say no more. We were just asked to keep schedules. There were dates next year, just in case. I shan't say anything because we just don't know what's going to happen. You just don't know. So there is a plan. We've been asked. We've agreed to the dates. Have you agreed to your dates as well, Debs? Yeah. So there is a plan in place. Hopefully we'll be coming back soon. Right, Rachel said, shall she ring your phone? With a few laughing
No,
faces.
it's not, because I've got my watch, see, so I normally can press my watch and it goes off, but my watch, when I press it, it says iPhone not connected, so it means it's not
So
in
it
my
could be in the
location.
car, Debs.
It could be in the car,
Yeah, because
yes.
I've had this before where it's been in the car.
But I do think I probably left it at home. I am terrible. My daughter always says to me, Mum, you do know it's called a mobile for a reason.
What's Johnny saying in his ear, Deb? Gemma did what, Johnny?
Oh,
Oh no. She Right, I'm gonna have to relay
she
this
was
story.
lucky.
Johnny's wife Gemma went to go and fill her car up with petrol, put the phone on the top of the bonnet of the car, forgot, gets in the car, filled it up, paid, drove home, all the way home, gets into the house, couldn't find the phone anywhere. How did you find it, Johnny? All I'm going to say is, how the heck did that not fall off the car?
I'm terrible with my phone. I left mine here at the Tesco's. I left it on top of the loo roll. You know, they have the round loo roll. Went to the loo, put my phone on the top there, literally done my shopping, come home, went back to the house. I was like, where's my phone? And I couldn't think where it was. And then I thought, oh no. You know, when you have that realisation where you've left it, and it was in the loo. What was that? Someone had handed it in.
That just shows you that there's some really nice people out there, because
and I've left it at the airport as well.
You've left it at the airport?
I've left it in the loo at the airport as well, with my bag, with all my money and my passport in as well.
Now, I thought I was bad.
Yeah, someone had handed it in.
I thought I was bad. There has
Been very
been some
lucky.
really lovely people. Yeah, up in here in Aycliffe, Johnny, I'm not going to lie. I'm not saying there's some lovely people in Aycliffe.
Well, I had tried to get in it because I had to use my code. So normally I've got a Face ID. So someone had obviously tried. So when I couldn't get into it with my Face ID and you have to put your code in, it means someone had tried to get into it. So, and they probably thought, well, I can't get into it, I might as well just hand it in. It's no good to anyone, is it then?
Ah, you see. I'm not too bad with my phone. It's my earpods.
Oh, okay.
I'm forever losing them, and trying to find them on your phone. And then and once I was driving away and I saw a little white thing on the floor. I was like, no, it's not. It was. I must have dropped them as I got out of the car. They were under the car. I was driving away. Do you know when you catch a little bit of something in the corner of your eye? Look back and they were the earpods. So I drove back and got them, picked them up. Thankfully.
Oh my goodness.
Thankfully. I'm always doing it. I'm not so bad with my phone though, Debs. I'm not so bad with my phone. Guess what, Debs? News in.
Has he got me phone?
Let's just say Debbie has found the phone and he's just bought a new golf set online.
Yeah, he knows my password as well. And now, just while you're there as well, I'll be picking up at 3 o'clock, not 4 o'clock. So I got my timings wrong.
Oh, that's so funny. He just said it's why he's not been answering. He's called you 5 times. I bet you thought she were ignoring you, didn't you now?
Do you know what? It's been quite refreshing though, not looking at my phone at all. Quite enjoyed it.
It is, because sometimes when we've got, they become part of first thing in the morning, last thing at night, become your life, and you think, put the phones down. I'm really quite good when I'm with the grandkids, I put the phones down. I won't touch them. So many times people try to ring me or send me a message or emails that I don't touch them when I'm with the kids.
That will change when they get older, because my grandkids now have their own phones.
Well, Tasha did say to me, Sapphire's asked. She's only 8.
Right,
Absolutely
yes,
not.
yeah.
Not happening. Not for the longest time. But yeah, she keeps going on about it. But yes, so at least we've found the phone, Debs. At least we've found the phone.
Found the phone.
And Angelia, she says, Debbie, if you want to come to Tennessee, I'll be more than happy to host you. We'll be on that plane. We'll be on that plane, my lovely lady. That is such a lovely, lovely gesture. Thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts. So, right, shall we crack on? Because we've got 20 more minutes left of this show. That's how fast these hours fly by. Debs, what else have you got lined up for us?
So, I thought I'd show you how easy it is to put it onto your box lid. Now, you can go and watch. We have done one of these where you do them in a panel and then you join all your panels together and create your boxes, but I want to show you how you can do it into your box lid. So I've created an 8x8 piece of cardstock, and I'm going to score this on my box lid side. So we're going to score this. Now I always do my scoring and burnishing before I do my die cutting, because when you die cut into anything that's been scored, the likelihood of it is the score line is going to be flattened out a bit, and then it's harder to fold. So you just need to reinforce it, but it's much easier when you've already got this in. So I'm just doing 1 inch all the way round, pop that to the side, and then we are going to fold and burnish this. Now this cardstock came from our Valentine's pad that we did, the 12 by 12.
I love that pad.
Oh, me too. It's just beautiful. So I thought this would be a really nice box to use. And I'm going to use it with the tiles as well, because then if you wanted to, you could always make it into a Christmas gift box because of the colours we're using. Now, with the bottom, so this cardstock both come from that same pad because they're both pearlised. I've done this at 10 inches and I've scored in at 3 inches. So what I know is that my circumference is 6 inches, so 6-inch square. So as long as you've got a 6-inch part in the middle, then you can work out what you need at your edges. So I'm going to pop that to, sorry, so I've done that wrong. So it's 12 inches, not 10 inches, 12 inches, 3 inches in on each side, but do that on your box base side. So
see, that's why I struggle with that, Debs. So I usually end up cutting 2 pieces the same and then just chop into it because I can never do the maths.
Oh, okay.
In my head, and I know that, like you've just said there with the 6 and the 6,
yep.
I still can't do it, but that would make sense, and I'm going to try that from now on because I end up wasting a lot of cardstock.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because I end up chopping it off. And there's no point, is there?
Yeah, no,
but sometimes I sit there, I'm like head scratching, thinking I can't work this out. I can't
yeah, all
work
you have
this
to
out.
remember, just make sure whatever your card, you just work out what your middle section is, and then you work out what you score.
Because the
at
board
the
does
end.
the measurements for you, doesn't it? So you don't have to worry about the board bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, so once we've made our box, we can then just cut this directly into the lid. So we're just going to cut right into the front of that lid, which is going to look absolutely gorgeous. Let's take that down. And I love doing things like this. This is just something that looks, these are really bespoke boxes. If you wanted to take some boxes to a craft fair and just sell boxes, because we often at craft fairs think about just making cards. And actually, boxes sell really well. They really draw me in, Debbie. I don't know about you, but if I see a store that have got a stall that have got boxes on them for gifts, that's where I go to.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anyone has ever thought about doing that, or let us know if you have and that's what you sell, because boxes in shops are ridiculous amounts of money. Even like these cheaper card shops that you can go into and you can get 99p cards.
The boxes aren't.
The boxes aren't. You pay a lot of money for the box. And when you think about your cardstock that you've all got in your stash and all those paper pads that you've got, you could be making boxes relatively cheaply. I mean, don't out-cheap yourself. You definitely don't want to do that. But you can make boxes which are absolutely amazing. And how beautiful would these pieces be if you were doing a shaker card? I love these ones. Some bits are just rubbish bits. These are all the same, little chevrons. They're going to look amazing as a shaker card, so you should keep all those elements. So we're going to just take those away and let me show you our design. So let's just take our
We've had some more phone. I'm loving this. If you've had any phone stories, let us know in the comments, because we've had a couple on here already. Mary Smith on YouTube, she said she left mine in a closed cupboard on Monday.
In a what?
Closed cupboard.
A closed cupboard.
Alison said she once left hers on the bin in the ladies' toilets in an M&S, started to drive home, had a panic, realised what she'd done, raced back. Thankfully, it was still there. That was lucky, Alison. It really is. If you've had any phone disasters, do let us know. Do let us know.
I mean, that's not the worst thing I've left, Debbie. I don't know if I've ever told. I mean, I do have stories.
Please tell me it's not one at Kids, Debs. Oh, God. Oh, God. You didn't.
So, do you remember Woolworths used to be a thing?
I do remember Woolworths.
So we had a big Woolworths, and I remember having Jordan, my first baby, and I went into Woolworths and I thought, I'm going to buy him some clothes. And I remember parking the pram right next to the clothes rack, and I sort of looked round, got some clothes, went to the checkout, got the clothes, started walking up the road. I literally walked right out of town, into the next street, got to the top of the road, and I felt like I was missing something. This is an absolute true story. And it turned out afterwards I was suffering with postnatal depression.
Oh, bless you.
But I just didn't think about it, just didn't think what it was. And then all of a sudden, that fear, because then I realised that I'd left him in Woolies in the pram next to the clothes rail. I literally ran all the way back into town. It's the worst thing I've ever done, and I'll never forget it. And he was still there under the clothing rail where I parked him.
You did? Oh my God.
I mean, it's not funny. It makes me well up now that I did that. I mean, who does that?
Oh, Debs,
I was
it's easy done.
Yeah, and I was a young mum. I had John at 21, and and I only just had him.
Listen, I did it with the dog once. I did it with Millie. I left her tied up outside the co-op at Oil Common, which is where I live, not far from where I live, and walked out. How I didn't see her, though, this is the thing that never resonates with me, and I just think, I don't know if I were... Well, actually, I tell a lie. I probably do know what. I was on my phone. I was on my phone. And you got your head in your phone. And bearing in mind mobile phones back 10 years ago, I was literally... And she never made a murmur. And I'm walking up. I'd gone past, now where I live, I've gone past the park. And you know it's exactly that same thing. I know you'd said the same, like, do you know, I'm thinking, I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten? I'm thinking, I've forgot a bag. I'm thinking, it's a bag of food shopping. The minute I realised what I'd done, now my dog were a King Charles Cavalier. I had so many comments over all the time because she looked like Lady from Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah.
And everyone absolutely loved her. And I were always fearful someone were going to pinch her from my garden or pinch her from me all the time. Me, openly left her outside the co-op, tied up. She was still sat there, lapping up all the attention, let me tell you. Lapping up all the attention. I felt dreadful because I had walked a good 15 minutes up the road, Debs.
No, yeah, me too.
And I'm like, what on earth? So, although I've never done it with a child, I did do it with my little princess. I did.
Which is really the same thing, isn't it? It's your fur baby.
Well, she is, yes, she was my fur baby, yeah. And I was distraught because that fear that you have, it's like a sickening fear, isn't it?
Oh, it's awful.
And I'm like, and then I was thinking all the worst case scenarios before I actually got back there. Someone's pinched her, she's got loose, it's a main road, she's going to... Debs, when I got back, I did cry. I gave her the biggest cuddle, sat on the floor, sat outside for 5 minutes outside Oil Common Co-op, just to recover, like, myself, and you know what I mean, and get that fear, because it's like an adrenaline thing, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it does. It makes you feel sick. The worst thing is for me, I actually thought, all I kept thinking is, oh my God, they're going to take him off of me. Like, they'll think I'm a bad mum.
Oh, Deb.
I remember thinking, like, how can they think I could be in charge of a baby and leave? So all I kept thinking, if they'd found him, the police would be, I was expecting the police to be there, social services then to be called.
Oh.
Also, Johnny.
Oh, wait a minute, it happened to Johnny. Johnny, did it happen to you?
Johnny.
Oh my goodness. So it was your nan it was your grandma. Your mum did it. So his mum left, so Big Pops Johnny, his mum left his brother, 1972, outside in a pram at the post office. Oh my God. Come out of the post office, walk past the pram all the way home, and then Johnny's grandma went, "Where's David?"
Oh my God.
I can imagine how your mum felt.
Well, I'm glad I'm not on my own. That's what I'm glad, yeah. I mean, I didn't walk past the pram. I just left it there, yeah.
At least you left your pram, like, while you were busy shopping. Oh, God, I can't believe that.
I think someone must have just thought, if they'd seen the pram, that someone was about in that area.
I'm going to have to tell you this tale that Johnny just told us. Your dad, was it your dad? Your dad, first day back at home, when you bring your baby back home, picked up the carry cot, one handle, and they clearly hadn't got you fastened in, and he rolled out onto the lawn. Oh, he did. He kept it secret.
That's
so
hilarious.
That's terrible.
That is so funny.
We do have some funny stories, don't we? Oh, I've got a story for you now, Debs.
Oh, I hope it makes me feel better about my one.
Well, I'm not so sure because Al's just said he's bought a golf buggy and a holiday to Crete. Hey, Al, I just love it. I love it. As long as it's an holiday for two to Crete, she'll be all right with that one. She will.
Exactly.
Carol, my grandmother did that with my cousin. Oh, you see, you're not on your own, Debs. You're not on your own, lovely. You're not on your own.
I mean, it's my daughter even says to me now, Mum, can you imagine though? Sometimes when you've just had a baby and you're not used to having that pram. And
exactly.
Your mind gets carried away with other things.
And your brain's got that much going off, hasn't it?
Absolutely. Right, there we go now. I've just put another sentiment on that, just made it into a little tag on there. But look how cute.
That's so beautiful.
That looks just absolutely gorgeous. Just a really nice, easy box to make, but looks so effective, and absolutely love that one.
That is beautiful, Debs. Again, something so simple but so effective. And like Deb said, boxes like that would cost a bit of a premium in those shops. If you make to sell, grab yourself some of those with that gorgeous cardstock and you could charge whatever you wanted on those. And again, absolutely beautiful. I'm going to recap on the weekend. I can't believe it, it's nearly over. It's flown by. I'm going to recap the Weekend Wonder deal, which is available throughout the weekend. The price on the screen, white box, not in the club, purple box in the club, platinum price down below, £55.99 in the UK. Stateside, $71.99. And you're going to get your floral creator card. You're going to get your animal print creator card, your waves creator card, the tiles, what Debs has just used, and of course the cascading arts, which is absolutely beautiful. Now, another deal that's nearly coming to an end is the weekly deal, because the weekly deal is nearly over. We're on Friday. Does this end today, Johnny? Sunday, so we're going to do the full week, right? So it lasts again until Sunday, which of course is the fabulous Love Heart collection, where you get all of your dies, all of your papers, all of your stamps, and a stamping block in there, included an ink pad, which I think is absolutely fabulous, because look at the price, £9.99, £7.99, the lowest price this has ever been. And is this a stateside deal as well, Johnny? Lowest price, $9.99, which I think, again, is incredible for what you get. And it's all about that personalisation with those lovely little love hearts. And you can be creating beautiful pieces alike. So, and again, a gorgeous another little box. That is a lot for your money. A lot, because you get all that cardstock, all the stamps, all the dies, and the ink pad. Absolutely incredible deal. But we'll be ending this Sunday, so make sure you grab hold of it whilst you can at that absolutely fantastic price. Another fantastic price, Reset Bestsellers, always a seller. We bring it, every time we bring it, they sell out over and over and over again. It's the Finger Ink Dauber set, a 41-piece set, 40 ink daubers in there with your case. And again, an absolutely brilliant one for all of your inks. £15.99 here in the UK will be the lowest price that you pay. $21.59 is the lowest that you'll pay in the US. And Debbie, are they your favourites?
I can't be without these.
Me
I
neither.
love them. I mean, my favourites are the brushes. So do you know the blending brushes that we do? I absolutely love those. But the finger daubers are so simple to use, especially we've used them this morning. In fact, I've got mine here. We used them this morning when we was going through the using them as a stencil.
Yes.
So they're really good for intricacy. So when you put them through. Now, if you've got big fingers, because we've all got different size fingers, they fit on so many different things as well, because you can actually put these onto, let me just see if I've got one at hand, can't even find it, but you can fit the, oh there we go, there's one. You can fit them onto the end of your water spritzer. So if you can't fit your fingers in them, or you feel like they're uncomfortable, just put them on the end of your water spritzer, and then you can use them, which are absolutely brilliant for anyone that's got anything wrong with their hands. Just an easier way to do them. Or you could just hold them like this. Our Sarah has loads on at one time. So if she's doing a project, she will literally be like, oh, I'll link that bit, and then I'll link that bit, and
That's
then I'll
me.
link that bit. Yes, do you do that as well, Debbie?
I do, I've got them on all my fingers at home, and I've got one ink, and then I'm like that. I do it all the time.
They're such a good idea, aren't they, to do that with? So, but I generally tend to hold them on the edge, not actually in my fingers.
Yeah.
They're much more just easier to just sort of do like that and twirl. But I really love them. I think they are amazing and a brilliant price today as well. So yeah, definitely grab those if you've not got them. Or you might want to get another set because yours are a bit worn or you've used loads of them. The other thing is, I would say, is get multiples of them and use with your different ink pads as well.
Yes.
So use with your quick dry and use with your pigment, use with your water reactive, and then keep them for that, because then the longevity of them is going to be much more.
And that's exactly wow, I have mine. I have quite a few of them. Question over your box, Debbie. Pat says, I might have missed it, but what was the size of the paper for the bottom of the box?
Oh yes, so 12 by 12 and scored in at 3 inches on each side on your box base, and then the lid was 8 inch by 8 inch and scored at 1 inch on your box lid side, so hopefully that helps.
There you go. And we've got a few more little stories. Stephanie Theodos, she left her phone on the shelf in the loo at a big box store, didn't realise until she got home, called the office there, and a woman went and checked, and in the stall, and that's where she'd left it. Thank God she found it. I was able to pick it up for you. There's some nice people out there, isn't there?
People are nice and nice. I would never dream of taking anything that
Me
wasn't
neither.
mine. That fear.
No.
You've got to think of yourself, how you would feel if it was you.
Exactly. I'm the same, whether it's money, whether it's purses, whether
Absolutely. Absolutely.
how I would feel, I wouldn't want anyone else to feel. Carol Garwood-Beard said she left the phone in a porta potty.
In what?
A porta potty, I think it's a portaloo.
Oh.
At the Indianapolis 500, ran back, thankfully it was still there, had all the credit cards and ID in it.
Oh, that was handy. That
And
was lucky.
Leslie Stockley on Facebook, I too left my first son outside the co-op in town. Only went a little way before I realised, but still felt terrible. Back in 1977, we had big prams then, and it was taking him shots was difficult. Yeah, I get that. See, you're not on your own.
Not on my own.
Not on your own, Debs.
I'm not
You're
sure
in
if I
good
feel any
company.
better, but I feel for all the people that have done it because it's a horrible, horrible feeling.
And you won't be the first, and you
Yeah,
certainly won't.
not be the
Sorry, you're not the
last,
first. You
yeah.
certainly won't be the last at all. What was that, James? Is that stop rattling on, Debbie, because it's time. I can't believe it's time to say goodbye for this next live hour. Coming up in the next one is a rerun of my craft along that I did on Tuesday with the lovely Ben, which was the Nature's Garden Summer Garden. So that is the craft along that's going to be running throughout the next hour. But do come back and join us live for a 2-hour, Debs, are you ready? A 2-hour Friday night live where we've got price drops and we've got a game. I'm dreading this game, I'm not going to lie, I'm dreading it. Who Am I, it's called, where we really get to find out if we do listen to each other when we talk. So please do come and join us back in a couple of hours. Bye for now.